The name of the waterfall, the Yad, has got a few definitions. Some people think it's like a horse's tail or spilling milk. My favourite one was somebody not feeling well. Geologically, it was formed during a great big torrent, so it used to be a much larger waterfall, which carved out the big gully behind us at the end of the last ice age, scoured out all the soft sandstones and left this steep-sided ravine that we call Maspy Den now.
16 years ago, this whole thing was covered in spruce. So the spruce came down, and the native species are starting to come back now. So we're re-establishing it to how it was in previous times. It's a hidden place, Falklands, so it's a great place just to discover things. So there's an awful lot of delight when you actually find the Maspy Den and you go up to the waterfall. It's just so unique. Being able to walk behind a waterfall is something really special. And a lot of people find this place incredibly peaceful, so it's very therapeutic, very relaxing.
Aquariums changed a lot over the years. We just used to be fish, but now we've added in all sorts of other animals, so we're not really just an aquarium anymore. We've got things like the meerkats that you can probably hear cackling away in the background. We've also got some seals and a lot of reptiles, and recently penguins, which is quite unusual. So from my point of view, the most interesting thing about the aquarium is that we do an awful lot of talks and feedings and public demonstrations and things. It's one of the very few places where you can actually get really close to the animals, and it gives you the opportunity to interact with them and learn all sorts of things about them. And our public really seem to quite like the aquarium. They have a bit of a soft spot for it. We've been here for a very long time, and we have repeat visitors who see the place changing year on year and watching the animals grow up and grow older from babies. And as I say, we're not part of a huge chain, and it's very nice to be recognised locally for all the hard work that we do and the changes that we're making to the place and the improvements. So it's actually really nice to get positive feedback from the members of the public, and obviously they must think that we're doing something right, which is very encouraging to hear.
Hill of Tarbet is a wonderful example of an Edwardian family home. It was built by a chap called Frederick Sharp back in 1906 and was a family home for 40 years before it came into the hands of the National Trust for Scotland. When people visit Hill of Tarbet, there are many things that I think that they visit for and that they take from their visit too. The gardens are stunning, beautifully maintained by our talented team of gardens. You can play leisure activities in our gardens, just as the Sharps would have when they were living here. You can play putting down on the lower lawn with hickory shafted golf clubs, croquet out on the lawn. We have fantastic walks around the grounds, the woods, the gardens, up to the hill, of course, up to the monument. And within the house itself, it's a treasure trove of Dutch masters and Chinese porcelain, tapestries, a huge variety of collection items to enjoy. We were absolutely thrilled to be nominated for a Local Hero Award.
Well, we reopened 3 years ago after a major refurbishment, and it very quickly became a central and cultural hub for not only the town but also for the many visitors that we've had from all over the world. We had thousands of visitors every day with having and hosting the Great Tapestry, and the comments on the way that it was exhibited and staffing and the friendliness came through on a daily basis. It's a lovely bright space. It's an interactive space. There's always something changing about it. It becomes real to them, you know, and people of a certain age who could remember the Beatles coming to Kirkcaldy perhaps don't actually see that as a moment in time, but young people, to them, it is like a historical occasion now, going back about four decades. So it brings back a lot of memories. A lot of industry that has gone is depicted here now, and it just has a lot of nostalgia, but not only for local people. We do get lots of favourable comments from the visitors as well that come to see it.